I could easily sit through a couple-hour, 2 or 3 hour concert with you. Really,
Let's go do it.
I'm that big a fan of yours.
Thank you.
Well, I could hardly get here to work today. Drove to work here this afternoon at NBC. Almost didn't get into my parking spot. I looked out in the parking lot, and I see these 4 huge buses. And I thought the tour was coming from Knott's Berry Farm or something. That stopped off. That's all of your.
Yeah, we have 4
where you
of
travel,
those.
right?
4 of those, and but there's a lot of guys on the road that have a lot more buses than.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's some of those rock and roll guys got 12 and 15.
You're kidding.
Buses.
Oh, those are standard, what, Greyhound or Trailways buses, I guess, right?
Yeah, these are from the Florida Coach Company.
Yeah.
And they lease them. They own a bunch of buses. They own 40 or 50 of them. So.
You like traveling that way?
Yeah.
What do you got on them? I know you said you didn't need a dressing room when you showed up today, because you got dressing room and facilities and everything right on the bus?
It's like being at home, really. It's mobile home.
You got a kitchen?
Got a kitchen, microwave, a table, and television,
Decks, CD, all of the whole stuff.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how fast can you travel on the road? Now, they just upped the speed limit today in the United States in rural areas. The rural area out here is Ventura Boulevard. It's about a mile from here. As I found out coming to work, somebody thought it was in Ventura. Those things move along pretty good, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. You guys keep it at 55, I suppose?
Oh, of course, all the time.
Out in Nevada, especially in Nevada.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We're coming right back. Okay, guys, we're back. We're talking to Willie Nelson. Are you on tour right now? You're going up to play Las Vegas, I know, but...
Yeah, we're playing the amphitheater here at Universal Amphitheater.
Oh, great. How many days a year are you on the road? You like being on the road, don't you?
Yeah, we work probably 250 days a year.
Mostly one-nighters and sometimes...
Mostly one-nighters. Of course, we work Vegas.
Yeah, do you ever get tired of that? That's a grind. You
Yeah,
seem to thrive on it, though.
I threaten to quit after every tour,
Yeah.
and then I go back again. I'm off a few days, and I'm ready to go.
You get charged up every time you go to a new location?
I get charged up every night on the show. The
Yeah.
audience are good, and we're having a good time.
Yeah, it shows. You've undergone some transformation. Now, when you were in high school, I remember seeing your high school yearbook picture. And you look like little Lord Fauntleroy in a nice little tie and a suit, and the hair was short. When did you've gone through various transformations. Sometimes you have a hat, sometimes the hair is longer. Just depending on how you feel.
It just depends on how I feel that day, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an impulsive thing. Sometimes I'll get up and shave, and sometimes I won't.
Yeah. And why not? One of your albums that I loved, when you did an album of standards, which was kind of you did Stardust, Blue Skies, Sunny Side of the Street, Stardust, all of those,
Right.
which was kind of a change for you, right?
Yeah.
Because the image was really country, western, folk, and so forth. You going to make another one of that? Because it turned out beautifully.
I sure would like to. Thing about it is that I pick my 10 favorite songs to go in that album, and then you start picking the next album, and there are no more Stardust.
Yeah.
Really. There's a lot of good songs, but Stardust and Moonlight in Vermont and Georgia and all those songs it's impossible to find another 10 like that.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff out there. When you're on the road now, there are groupies. You know, the rock stars have groupies. I'm sure you do. You know, women come up when you're on the road and want more, I suppose, than just your autograph. How do you handle it?
I try to give it to them.
That's the gentlemanly thing to do. Well, I mean, my gosh, you'd be... Well, how do you kill the time on the bus? Do you write?
Sometimes I read, or we have a video golf game on there. We play.
Yeah.
We play chess and dominoes, and listen to tapes and watch television.
What's the story? Somebody told me you wrote about 10 songs once. When you did this in a strange...
It was a very strange evening. We needed an album, and I didn't have anything written. And,
Yeah.
it was the night before.
You're kidding. You needed an album, you had no material.
So I wrote it was Yesterday's Wine album. That was when I was on RCA.
And you just sat down and...
Oh, yeah. And I've never done that before or since, but that one night I wrote 10 songs.
All the juices are coming.
They wasn't all,
What do you tell people? This is a common thing with musicians. You know, everybody in the country, I think, thinks they're an amateur songwriter and want to write songs, you know, and they do. And I'm sure they send them to you. What do you say to them? Do you try to encourage them, or do you say, look, it's a tough thing to do, and 1 out of 1,000 or maybe 10,000 has any merit to it?
No, I really try to encourage them, because it wouldn't do any good to discourage them. If they're really out there to try to do it, if they really have some talent, they're going to get there, well, no matter what you tell them, I think.
Yeah.
But I surely wouldn't want to discourage anybody.
Because you never know where the next good thing is going to come from.
Absolutely.
Okay, I know.